to Savage Talks Wrestling. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Hugo the Savage, and if you're already part of the Demon team, what's going on? Acknowledge me. Now you've seen the title of the video, you know what we're here to talk about. The Chief Content Officer of the WWE, you might know him as Triple H, we know him as The Game, Triple H, Paul Levesque, we know him as son-in-law of Vince McMahon and husband to Stephanie, and the brother-in-law to Shane. But today, he's come under a bit of fire, a bit of heat, and not for the reasons you'd think, because from what I see floating around, everyone seems to be talking about his comments and about Donald Trump and such. This is Savage Talks Wrestling. I'm here to talk wrestling, not politics. And there was some choice words that the man himself had to say about the fans. Roll the clip.
The internet's not real life, right? And the bitching and the fucking complaining that is on there is not real life. Like you could read the internet and it'll sound like this thing is dead. It's not, and I'll use Cody as the example. Cody's already jumped the shark. He's dead as a baby face. He's like, really? Because I don't know. I'm in an arena with 10,000, 15,000 people every night going ape shit for me, selling the most merchandise. He's like, yeah, like, but sure, whatever you want to say on the internet.
Right,
that's the.
He said what he said. He meant what he said. He said it with vim, with vigor. Few choice words, but I want to break it down because I feel like everyone's flying off the handle a little bit, and I don't know if it's because they probably saw the clip I've just shown you and not watched the whole podcast, which is probably what happened, and it's what usually happens in modern day. People see clips, they go off the handle, and they don't watch the rest of the stuff. But I'll tell you one thing, the clip isn't AI. He hasn't been doctored. He definitely said what he said. And let's speak about how harsh he is, how bad it is, and is he right? Now, first off, let me just cover this. I possibly could be one of the fans he's talking about. I mean, I am on the internet. I'm a wrestling content creator. I make my views. My views are heard about what I like about the product and what I don't like about the product, what I dislike and what I don't like. Now, I will say that in every walk of life and in every company, especially in entertainment, that you're always going to have customers who don't like certain things. And he does cover that while he's watching the show. He does get across that they don't always get stuff right. Was there a bit of narcissism, a little bit of ego there from Triple H? I think there was, because he feels like he's doing a great job. I pay my subscription on Netflix, and previously I paid my subscription of the WWE network to get a good product. Not to get what I want, not to be selfish, not to be an entitled fan, and if they don't do what I want, then I'm upset about it. I'm well aware that I have a choice. I do get there's ebbs and flows, and there's points and there's moments where it captures you again and it gives you the nostalgia feeling of being a child, and that's lovely, and we had that last year at WrestleMania. But is that the peak of it? Now, Triple H's words on this podcast were, he said that the online's not real life. It gets to a point where you're trying to differentiate between the live crowd and the people at home, and I've said for a while that it feels like WWE are solely booking for the live crowd now, because everything feels like a house show, everything is sing-alongs and stuff like that. And I've explained loads of times, if I was in that crowd too, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I mean, if I'm paying big money to go and watch my favourite superstars, I haven't got time to be being pissed off and trying not to enjoy my night. I'm going to make the best of it I can. That doesn't mean that the product's perfect, and for me, I don't think he said anything solely wrong. I mean, he probably said a few choice words and that, but let's not be sensitive about it. It's more the fact that he's a bit wrong in what he's saying, because you're booking to the live crowd. He mentioned that it's all about the live crowd, it's all about capturing them live, and of course they are the people in the house at the time. They're the people that paid the money directly for that night. The product, WWE, it's a syndicated product across 100 and whatever countries. It's on Netflix now, and you have maximum 15,000, I'll say about 15,000 every week on Raw and SmackDown in attendance. But when the numbers come in, your show, which is not high for WWE, does 1.2 and 1.3 million on Raw and 1.1 and 1.2 on SmackDown. The numbers alone says to me that there's way more people at home watching than there is in the stadium, so you probably need to do the best you can for both. Also, judging by those numbers that haven't shifted, apart from when we have The Rock or Brock Lesnar or somebody else like that come back, or a big moment, that they haven't shifted much. The last time we had big numbers on SmackDown was when the Bloodline was at its highest, at its peak. They're actually recording like lower numbers now. Says to me that all the people that are watching the product are people that have already been watching the product, which we would call the quote-unquote the hardcore fans. But casual viewers are not clicking in to watch WWE anymore now. The viewers ain't going up. So you're booking for a live crowd and you're booking for the viewers you already got. And if you're happy with that, it's fine because you're charging people more money now. So let's not act like the business is doing great just because the entertainment's doing better. No, you're charging people a lot more money than they were paying previously, and now they're moving house shows out the way. They're probably going to be charging people a lot more then as well. They joined up with TKO, Endeavor, and they're kind of going down the UFC model a little bit more now, which is fine. I'm a businessman too. I understand. It's just not nice because it feels like the regular working class person now would struggle to take. If they've got 2 kids, they're going to struggle to, without remortgaging the house, to get them to a PLE or a WrestleMania or something like that. But the internet fans, as much as there is bitching what he said and complaining and just trolling, there still are fans, and a lot of people that are in your stadium are on their phones on the internet. I can see them on the TV. They're tweeting and stuff like that. So let's not try and separate them too much. They are the same kind of people, and if you want your product to get better, then I probably think comments like this ain't gonna do the best. But I'm not sensitive, so for me, I heard it and I'm like, he's got a point. But I do think he's a bit, you know what I mean? I think one of the statements he's made was, it's not real life, because when I'm in the live stadium and I got 15,000 people and Cody Rhodes is doing this and people are saying it's dead, I'm like, yeah, but that's just what people are gonna say. But he's saying, he's acting like it's a select few people. It's a lot of people. I don't think that they should ever change the product based on just what the fans think, because you've got a job to do at the end of the day, and you have people that have blood, sweat and tears into creating certain things, so they're not just going to change it based on the fans. But you are lying a little bit, because we run it back to last year's WrestleMania. As soon as the fans started moaning about The Rock getting involved in the Cody segment and taking over Cody's match to fight Roman, he changed it. And before we hear any lies and before anyone tells me it's not the truth, I watched it on their own documentary talking about why they shifted it and why they pivoted. So let's not pretend like it's all perfect and rosy. I, just like any other fan who's not bitter, want the product to be great. And why do I want it to be great? I want it to be great for selfish reasons, because I want to enjoy watching wrestling. But this is a bit mad from Triple H, and I feel like, you know, he comes from the school of Vince McMahon, and for me, Vince seemed to care about in the people in the live shows and the people at home as well. And obviously it changed as Vince McMahon got older, because, you know, it became more and more out of touch. In fact, guys, watch this podcast, because there's a few stories about Triple H in there with Vince and their relationship and stuff. But I actually enjoyed hearing the few stories and about him and Stephanie. So it was a good podcast, man. I'm a big fan of Triple H, so this is not a video to diss him. I just feel like he sounded a bit out of touch with your words here, and people just want a great product. And yes, the internet isn't real life as such, but it's becoming more and more merged as one. Yes, there's some internet trolls that need to go out there and touch some grass and meet some people and make eye contact, but also the people who are in your arena are also the ones online as well. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Was Triple H right? Was he wrong? Did he have a point? Did you not like the way he said it? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to know what you guys think. But I've been Hugo Savage, and the great words of the great man himself. Right.